Hello everyone, this is me Padma. In this video, we are going to concentrate on the introduction and methods to solve the pair of linear equation with two variables, which belongs to chapter 3 of class 10 CBSE. First, we need to know what are linear equation, right? So what are linear equation? A linear equation is an equation. So what is actually generally what is an equation? So it will have an equal to symbol and it will have LHS, left hand side and right hand side. So now I am writing one equation, 3x plus 2 equal to 0. So I can say this is an equation. But when I can say it's a linear equation, you need to check, is there any variable term? Yeah, here there is one variable term, and check the power of the variable, it is 1, or the degree of this equation is going to be 1. Degree is nothing but the power to the highest power to the variable. This is nothing but 1. That's the reason we are saying this as a linear equation. Since it is dealing with degree 1, we can say 1 degree equation also. This is the another name for linear equation. Now, we have actually linear equation with respect to one variable, two variable, three variable, like that we have. But in this, I am just making the general form of linear equation with one variable. So this is the general form. So it looks like the same equation which we took for an example, right? So one variable means it needs to have one variable term and one constant term. So this is what the general form of linear equation. In this chapter, we are going to deal with a pair of linear equation with two variables. Before proceeding with this, I just want to explain a small concept. So previously we took an example for linear equation as 3x plus 2 equal to 0. So this is a linear equation because the degree of the variable is going to be 1. And here how many variables are involved? Only one variable, that too x. So solving this linear equation means what actually? What is the meaning of this? It's nothing but we are finding the value of x. Okay, so for finding the value of x, is this equation alone is enough? Yeah, of course it is enough. So how to solve this in order to get the value of x? So we will move the 2 to the other side and then we will move this 3 to the other side. So the solution for the x is minus 2 by 3. So what I am trying to say over here, in order to solve for a linear equation with one variable, only one equation is enough. Maybe my linear equation is holding two variables, then it is must to have two linear equation, then only we can solve for two variables. Understood? So now what is the general form of two variable linear equation? So this is the general form. It will have one variable term and the second variable term along with a constant will be there. So here what is A? It's a coefficient of x, B is a coefficient of y, and C is a constant. So now I am just taking one example. 3x plus 4y minus 5 equal to 0. This is one linear equation. But is this alone enough to solve for x and y? No, not at all. We need one more equation also. Then only we can solve these two equations and we'll find the value of x and y. So I'm just writing one more equation. 2x minus 7y plus 2 equal to 0. So for two variable linear equation, sure we need a pair of linear equation holding two variable. Then only we can solve this and find the value of the unknown variable x and y. So this is what we are going to see hereafter. So how to solve a pair of linear equation with a two variable. So we'll start. So methods to solve linear equation. Here this is with two variable. That's very important. Then only we can follow these methods. So the first one is a graphical method. So what is actually a graphical method? We will be having a graph sheets, right? So for a graph sheet, what you will be having, coordinates are required. So you will be having a linear equation 1, linear equation 2. So for the linear equation 1, you are going to find certain coordinates. That's nothing but what is coordinate? It's a solution for that particular equation. And what is linear equation 2? For this also you are going to find some coordinates. So by using these three coordinate, you are going to mark over here. So it will come obviously as a straight line only. Okay, and because it's a linear equation, a linear equation means what? It's a straight line. So here you will be getting a straight line, and this is for line 1. And for the linear equation 2, again you are going to mark all the coordinates and you will be getting one more line 2. So this is how we are going to use in a graph. And after that we will be finding the value. See, you will extend this intersection point towards x-axis and towards the y-axis. So it's going to be x equal to whatever answer is coming over here, that. And at this point, if you extend over here, it is make an intersection with y-axis. That's nothing but your y point. So this is what the solution when we are going into graphical method. This will see in deep in the next video. So with the graph sheet we will do it. And this is one method. There is one more method also, that's nothing but an algebraic method. So through calculation also we can solve for it. What is the first method? Through graph we are going to solve, and the second method is through the algebraic, that means through the calculation also we can find the solution for the unknown variable. So again, this algebraic method is of two types. One is substitution method and another one is elimination method. We will see all these methods in a separate video in detail. Now still I want to explain you certain things. Okay, in a graph I made two lines, and how these two lines, what are the possibilities of those two lines to be on a graph? See, here this is actually line 1. These two lines are intersecting at this point. See over here. So they are intersecting at this point. Yeah, two lines can intersect with each other. And then these two lines can be parallel to each other. They never ever meet at any point. And here see, both the line are coinciding on each other. That means one line overlaps the other. So these are the three possibilities for the two lines to be on a graph sheet. Yes. So based on this, what I'm going to conclude actually. So if they are intersecting, then you can get a solution. Solution means what? You will get x and y values. If they both are going parallel to each other, then they never ever meet at any point, then there is no solution. You cannot define any solution for this case. And third case is two lines are coinciding on each other. It means what? At every point on these two lines it is going to intersect, then it is going to have infinite solution. So you cannot define a single solution for this third category. So in a graph sheet you have to consider these three things and find whether your graph is coming in as this case 1 or in case 2 or case 3. So among these three cases you can find only solution for case 1 only, because that alone is going to do the intersection at one point, then only we can find a solution. And when I'm going with algebraic method, again here also is there na same two line and line, but here we are not going to use a graph. Then how I know these two lines are going to intersect, parallel or coincide? So that can be defined by using these formulas. So first you need to write the two equations in a general format and keep your RHS to be 0. Now we are going to, so you are understanding what is A1, it's a coefficient of x, B1 is a coefficient of y, C1 is a constant of the first equation. And for the second equation, A2 is a coefficient of x, B2 is a coefficient of y, and C2 is a constant of the second equation. Now we are going to compare the ratios of the coefficient of x, y and constant. See here, the ratio of coefficient of x and ratio of coefficient of y has been compared. If both are not equal, then it is understandable that these two lines are going to intersect at one point. Because of that reason, you will get a unique solution as a one solution. And then now all these ratios between the x coordinate, x coefficient, y coefficient and the constant, all are going to be same. All these ratios are going to be same. What is the meaning? Those two lines are going to coincide with each other, so you will be having the infinite solution. So in the first case also you will have a solution, in the second case also you will have a solution, but first case you can define it because it's a unique solution. In the second case you cannot define it because it's an infinite solution. So whenever these two category is coming, you can say these two lines are consistent. And then the third case also is there. What is the third case? They will be parallel to each other, right? So here the x variable and y variable ratio is going to be equal, but the constant is not going to be equal. Then we can say, so those two lines are parallel to each other. They never ever meet at any point. Then you cannot get any solution. There is no solution. Since here no solution, we can write this as an inconsistent lines. So these are all the basics. In the next video, we will see in more detail how to solve the pair of linear equation in graphical method. So we'll see in the next video. Thank you.